Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cinema Asylum podcast. I am Garrett, the Indian drama expert, and I haven't been here in God knows how long.
We haven't had an
Like-
episode really in how long?
Yeah,
It was just last week, and
Yeah,
it's been
It's
Um,
been a while. Yeah.
na-
It's been a while.
yeah. You guys had one last week. I've had in the past month. I've had a play to assistant direct. I've had several weekend shoots where I've been out of town. Have a lot going on in my life, but I'm back for now. So
getting busy with it.
yes. Yeah, and it's
Jeez
nice, it's nice to be
Louise.
back. It's nice to be back to doing something normal.
What's this over here?
Yeah, what's this? What's
The
this
one that's-
specimen?
The one that's disappointing you in another of your bad puns. Which, of course, he is. I'm John Thompson. I'm the action and animation expert who is shamefully have to listen to more of his bad puns.
I'm Matthew, one of the super.
You're not the only one.
experts.
Yeah, good.
I'm Dyllan, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
And today we're doing the top films of 2014.
Which I'm sure you've wanted to do for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of Matthew's favorite years.
Yeah.
Everyone knows my top three.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do. This is gonna be the last segment for this. We're doing this year. We're gonna do 2014, 2004, and then 94, and then next year we'll go back and do 3 and 6 because next year will be 2020.
2026.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna get started with trivia. The
What we
topic
get- what-
is 2010's drama/biopics. What did the actors do in Straight Outta Compton to prepare for the role?
Ooh.
They did well. I know they did more than just listen to the music.
Yeah.
Because that's
This is
A
not
given.
single
That
actor.
was going to be my guess.
It's not a single actor. It's
But-
the actors collectively.
um.
I'm gonna guess that they spent at least a month together.
I can.
like in like a collective hotel room or something like that.
I was gonna. I was gonna be a comedian. Just said they did like karaoke every day or something to get ready for this. What did they do? I would say that I might have to go with the stupid answer and just said they did karaoke together.
By the way, this is 3 points.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
I'm already on top, so it's not like I'm that worried about my
Okay,
placement.
normally I would say I'm going with his guess, but I'm going with a different guess this time because I want to really study on this one. I would have to say they did some research for their characters before they did the filming for Straight Outta Compton.
Research is a light term. What do you think what kind of research do you think
I
they
was gonna
did?
say,
You know the
everybody
background
researches.
story, how the band started, and
I mean, but
Uh,
that's always like a
yeah,
given, though. Like,
Well,
like reading,
that's-
the
that's something you
Wikipedia
should
entry,
always
you
do
know?
when you're
well,
doing
I
it.
mean, you know, that's the only typical
Um,
guess I could think of.
And the actor who plays Ice Cube is literally his son. So
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he already knew. God, I must be blanking really hard because this sounds really easy.
What do you got, Dylan?
Well, I mean, it had to be some like long-term group bonding activity. I just don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you hear I want to say you hear all the time, but you hear about like ensemble casts
Yeah.
normally like grouping up for a month or for weeks or months at a time
Yeah.
and just spending a lot of time together to create just a general relationship between them to bring into their character.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be something like that. I just don't know exactly what it would be. So I would be willing to take a guess or to take a point.
Karaoke.
It
They
can't
get karaoke every night for 60 days.
That would be fun though.
It would be. I'll get a point knocked off so I can get a guess or extra clue.
Everybody else has to lock in before he gives his answer.
I'm already locked in.
Okay, John, are you locked in?
That's I already said my guess.
This is gonna be interesting. I have no clue what they just said. So I'm still locked in.
I feel like the obvious answer from that clue is I don't know if I want to say something different. Okay.
You're really thinking now.
Yeah, because like all right. It could be it's hard not to say cuz I still don't want to say anything even though they've locked in their answer.
Well, they can't change their answers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to go with what Garrett said. Just because it feels like
Really?
the obvious answer now. Can I say what the clue was?
If you want
I'm
to.
able to just talk about it?
Yeah, everybody else is locked in, so they can't say anything anyway.
The clue was the fact that it was about the music. It was something to do with the music. So, like, if they were preparing with the music, then they were practicing the songs at least.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, as like a group bonding activity, I could see them doing karaoke. So I want to go with what Garrett said. But part of me also just doesn't think that it was karaoke.
Because that feels too stupidly simple.
Yeah. If it was as
Just
simple as karaoke, it probably wouldn't have been a 3-point question, right? Like that's okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go with karaoke.
You guys didn't get it right, but I will give you 1 point because you're on the right track.
What'd they do?
They re-recorded the entire album, Straight Outta Compton.
That was my next thing. I was like, would they have?
Okay.
Yeah, they re-recorded the entire album.
Yeah, because I was like, they either did it out in public or they did it in private.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they would put them in like the booth for that or not.
They did. So yeah, I'll give you guys 1 point each for that, since you were on the
Okay.
right track at least.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God.
I
You
mean,
didn't get it.
I could have.
Well, I can't get one
I
point
was-
for that
I
either.
was like-
'cause
I was like
you didn't guess that.
I was like 30% of the way there, but no, that's not
You
at
said
all
they
close.
researched.
that sort of counts,
No,
though.
no, no.
No, that's like
Butt nugget.
That's barely.
Don't
That's
call me
what
that.
any
That's
actor
like
does for any role. They research.
That's like 12% there.
I have a plan.
Well, at least it wasn't
That's
zero.
What
It wasn't
percent of a plan
0%.
do you have?
So.
I have 12% of a plan. That's a fake laugh. That's real. Next week's trivia is 90s action movies.
Oh,
I swear to God, if I miss this
You're getting it
question,
wrong.
I'm gonna be so mad. I know. I know.
I'm going to make it my mission so you get it wrong.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Whoopee. I was already furious enough that I just watched my freaking team lost.
Matthew, do you want to start us on today's today's main topic?
Yeah, I can go with the top 10. I mean, there's no mystery with the top 3. So,
mhm.
let me get in a letterbox real quick. Always save your list on Letterboxd. Not a sponsor, but always save your list.
I mean, it's a go-to for movie diaries.
Yep, I always keep my movie diary. Oh, yep. So at number 10, we have a horror movie. The Purge Anarchy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Is this the only horror movie on your list?
Yes.
And already Garrett's taking it as a bad start.
I mean, this is objectively I'm not a fan of this series at all. I can't stand this series, but overall, Anarchy is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really enjoy
Yeah.
Anarchy. It's I've not seen the rest. I've seen the first
Election
one.
Year is really stupid. First
Yeah.
Purge,
Yeah.
also stupid and just unnecessary. And
I thought the TV show was really good.
never,
still
I
haven't checked
never
that
even
out.
watched the TV
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, the TV show was good.
I forgot there was a TV show.
Yeah, it ran 2 seasons.
2 seasons, really?
The first one was just just one night, like the whole 10 episodes went just one night.
Mm.
So I thought that was really cool. How it took through literally the whole 12 hours,
Yeah.
focused on one character. But yeah,
I mean, it has this one has Frank Grillo
yeah,
kicking ass.
and you can't go wrong with Frank Grillo.
Yeah. He's the only basically good part about Election Year.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he's
Then
in that too.
I'm guessing this one's on your list. A Fincher classic, Gone Girl.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um,
Incredible movie. Rosamund Pike,
Rosamund Pike.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Probably Ben Affleck's one of his best roles.
What I can't remember who won. Who did win best actress that year? It's been a long. I'm looking it up right
Yeah, I'm
now.
looking to see who
Keep
else
going. Keep
I'm
going.
looking to see who else is in the cast. That.
Tyler Perry giving
Oh yeah.
a stunningly good performance.
Yeah, because Tyler Perry's not usually
yeah,
known for good performances.
I think I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I'm not
I
either.
think
Yeah.
as a filmmaker, he's absurdly horrible. Like literally makes the same mistakes every time he directs a movie, both in his comedy movies, his Medea movies, and his dramas. Like his dramas are hilariously bad, and he has yet to learn anything from them. But like as an actor, when he actually gets a good script and gets good material, he's good.
Yeah.
I just wish he chose not to do like old lady makeup.
The
every
only good
time.
thing about Tyler Perry is I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. It's just
Yeah,
that
I'm
he needs some work on his
like
filmmaking.
in terms of he has his own studio. He basically has his own form of Hollywood, and he gives black actors and black filmmakers like work. A lot of them, and I have to applaud him for that.
Yeah.
Just in terms of what he manages to do. But yeah, he is really good in Gone Girl.
Yeah. Neil
also-
Patrick Harris is what I was thinking about.
Yeah, he's good in it. This was my
Carrie
introduction to Carrie Coon, who is everywhere right
Boyd
now.
Holbrook is in it too.
Who? Boyd Holbrook. Who was he?
He was the villain from Logan.
Oh yeah, he is in that.
Yeah.
He's in a smaller role in this
Yeah.
one, but I do remember him.
Yeah, if you've not seen Gone Girl, it's a well-regarded movie.
Which
It's
I have
actually-
not. Which
actually-
he wants to show it to me.
It's a masterful.
Which I
another
am interested,
David
guys. Just to
Fincher
let you know,
masterpiece.
I am interested in watching this. I just don't know what to expect.
It is rated 193 on IMDb's top movies of all time.
Oh, okay. Rosamund Pike did not win. It was Julianne Moore for Still Alice, which is a film about Alzheimer's. So
I think I've seen that.
I can see why she would have won, but good God, I was so
Yeah,
I was
Rosamund Pike should've-
I was so rooting
yeah.
for Rosamund for this because she steals the entire movie. She carries it.
We've talked about this movie before on the podcast. It goes by two names.
Oh
Edge of
yeah, I know what
Tomorrow.
this. Yep,
And Live, Die,
Mhm.
Repeat.
Yep.
One of Tom Cruise's best movies.
This almost made my list.
Yep. Such a smart,
very-
well-made movie.
Yes.
Dying over and over and over again.
Yeah, this one of Tom Cruise's like he has so many good he's not only, bad most of the movie he's not a badass at all.
Right.
He's a total buffoon. He's a total coward.
Yes.
And that's what's great about the movie is his character arc from a coward to like a badass over the course of the entire movie, who like becomes noble and selfless and ends up saving the entire world. And it's such a fun movie, and it was horribly marketed
Yes, it was.
when
Yeah.
it came out because the trailers, the movie, a lot of it is very comedic in tone, and the trailers didn't show that at
Right.
all. They just showed it as another serious Tom Cruise action sci-fi film, and it's not like that at all. It's very unique in its approach.
And it's definitely better than Oblivion.
I like Oblivion a lot.
I do too, but it's
didn't
good.
used to. I watched it again a few years ago, and I've liked it a lot more.
I'm going to rewatch it before we do our 2013 movies.
It holds up actually a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
It's the guy who did Top Gun Maverick directed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joseph
I didn't know that.
Kaczynski.
I figured Gone Girl would be on your list. I'd be shocked
yeah.
if this
Oh,
next
yeah,
one
it
is
is.
not on yours. Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Yeah, I have so much to say about that.
I've only
Um,
seen it once, but it made an impression.
Yes.
It's one of Jake
Mhm.
Gyllenhaal's best. It's so good.
Dagnabbit, I need to
Well
watch
acted,
that.
well directed,
Yeah.
very intense. It's just amazing all around.
Just paints a pretty disgusting picture of the Los Angeles and the whole news business that
Yeah.
goes on down there.
Just a little news in general.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be Los Angeles. Just
Yeah.
scummy.
I'm not that much of a fan of war movies, but at number 6 comes in with David Ayer's best movie, I believe. Fury.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love Fury. It's one of my
Very
favorite.
cool.
Great.
Yeah,
Very cool movie.
I'd say it's probably my second favorite war movie behind Hacksaw Ridge.
That I wouldn't go that far. But it is a really good movie. Brad Pitt. The
John
whole
Bernthal.
ensemble is good.
Yeah.
Even Shia LaBeouf, who I'm not a fan of
This
at
might be
all.
his best role.
He's very good in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he has a really good monologue in like the middle of it, and yeah. And David Ayer got that out of him.
Yeah.
Who would have known? Not me.
For big studio movies, this will probably be the biggest shock on my list because a lot of people didn't like this. I thought it deserved more, but it got overshadowed by Fast and Furious, Need for Speed.
Oh, that did come out that year.
Yeah.
That is nowhere near this list for me.
Wow.
I really enjoyed it. Like, Fast and Furious went too much into Mission Impossible cars. This stayed
Yeah.
well grounded with the street racing.
What? Yeah, because it's based on a video game.
Yeah.
I applaud the movie for that. But I had this movie bored the shit out of me, and I
Michael
just
Keaton.
found it.
Michael
I
Keaton's
found-
in it.
He's the only thing that really gave it any life for me. Yeah, I thought the characters were uninteresting or annoying. I think this was my introduction to Rami Malek.
Okay.
And he annoyed the fuck out of me in this movie because he doesn't he have a scene where he walks out of an office and like goes naked. This guy won an Oscar 4 years after this movie.
What does that have to do with Need for Speed when that scene was even in it?
What?
when that scene was in it.
That's a scene in Need for
That's
Speed.
ridiculous.
It's meant he's basically one of the comic relief.
That's insane.
All the guys retire from like racing,
yeah.
and he ends up taking like an office job, and he gets involved in like they need his help for like a big race.
Yeah.
So he just starts in a suit and tie starts stripping down, walks out of the office. You see his butt, and it's just like later.
Oscar winner Rami Malek, by the way.
Which I just watched Bohemian Rhapsody recently for the first time.
For the first time?
Yep.
Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah. Aaron Paul, of course, as a Breaking Bad fanatic, I thought he was absolutely amazing in that show. But he's good in the movie, but the role doesn't fit him. It really does not fit him because I can't see him as a tough guy because in Breaking Bad he's mostly just a punk.
Yeah.
I
really like Imogen Poots, so that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, she's good in the movie.
Yeah.
But
she's really good in Green Room.
I thought the story was just not interesting, and I thought the characters really drug this down for me. Yeah, I don't remember much about the movie except that I did not like it.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. I enjoy it. Like it's not like a great movie. It's just fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
The next one we're diving into indie film a little bit. Ragamuffin.
You have talked about this. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's a music biopic. About contemporary Christian music singer Rich Mullins.
Right.
But yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
It's really good. The guy does fairly well. He does the songs really well. One of my favorite parts, they have him writing songs for someone else, and he's like, I want to record my own music. And the guy's like, you got to change your whole look. Like, you don't look like a musician, basically. And he's like, well, what about my songs? He's like, I don't think those are ready yet either. So he walks on up to the stage, gets on the piano, and just starts ripping into a song. And the singer he's writing the songs for is like, I think he's ready. It's just a really well done movie. Definitely want to check out if you're into music movies at all. Here we go. No surprise here. Guardians of the Galaxy #3.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely quote most of it.
Okay. Yep.
One of James Gunn's best. This really put him on the map.
Absolutely.
Like, he was on the map already, but this really...
Because before this, he did Super. With Rainn Wilson.
And,
Shut up, crime.
Slither, I think he did.
Yeah. Slither, I think, was his first directorial film.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
And then he was writing before that. He did the Scooby-Doo
and he
movies.
was working all with Trauma and stuff.
Yeah.
So
He wrote for the Scooby-Doo movies and also Dawn of
which
the Dead.
I can't even believe. those movies aren't good. The Scooby-Doo movies. Um,
Want to buy some cookies? Have you heard the good news? Real, there's cookies.
yeah, you can tell James Gunn. I do want to see what he would have done with an R-rated, because with an R-rated take, like I heard that's what he wanted to do with those movies, was go in like in an R-rated direction.
Yeah.
So
I want a Scooby-Doo Apocalypse comic book series in a movie.
Yes. Oh my
wow.
god.
wow.
I would die. I love that series so much.
But yeah, Guardians at number 3. Some of the best cinematography in the MCU.
Yeah.
Best visuals.
Mhm.
James Gunn really knows his way around visuals, and I cannot wait for Superman this summer.
Oh, it's gonna be
Yep.
so good.
Number 2, no surprise, my favorite MCU movie, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I didn't want to go with 2 MCU movies, this one's not on my list.
Okay.
But I absolutely love this film.
Yeah.
It would have made it in a top 15.
Excellent crime thriller,
Oh god.
political thriller.
It's Minority. It's kind of like Minority Report with superheroes.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, like the structure of the film is very similar to
It is.
Minority Report. And I love it. It's just fantastic.
Also some of the best fight scenes in the MCU.
Oh god, yeah,
The hand-to-hand combat in this is...
the best. And watching that and watching the fight scenes in Brave New World, it's sad. It's really sad.
I feel like the only one that did it better was Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that was close, but it was a different kind of.
It was a different...
Yeah.
This was more
hand-to-hand
like
combat.
vicious hand-to-hand. Shang-Chi
Yeah.
was more flow of martial arts.
Hmm. Yep.
And then, if you couldn't guess it, no surprise to any single person that's ever watched this podcast,
Hmm.
Interstellar is number 1. I'm not going to say anything else. Interstellar is number 1.
Are you sure you don't want to say anything else? This is your time to shine.
I've said everything I need to about this movie.
Fair. Fair.
So
Can I-
far, you only mentioned 3 movies that's on my list, and
Can-
that's it.
Can I go
Two
next?
of mine.
Yes, please.
All right. Yep. 2014 really was a knockout year for
was.
movies. Like it was hard, just like
2017.
it was just hard getting like 10 of these down. The 10 that like I love the most, because there was a lot of movies I really loved that year.
16 and
But,
17 were killer, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting off with number 10 on mine, I think a lot of your movies are on my list. I think like at least 4. Yeah, 4 of these. So a little bit more than you. But yeah,
Okay.
so starting off at number 10, this is the movie that won Best Picture from this year. That is Birdman.
Yeah.
It's not in terms of like the movies that won Best Picture in the past decade, it's not one of my personal favorites, but it is a really damn good film
That's one of C.
because of how just how impressive the technical feats how impressive the technical feats in this film are. I mean, obviously everyone knows it wasn't all done in one take, but the editing and the way it all flows together makes it really it makes it really feel like it was all done in one shot. The performances are just absolutely spectacular. This is the movie that really brought Michael Keaton's career back to form. He's so good in this film. Emma Stone, also fantastic. Edward Norton. There's a lot of standout people in this film. Zach Galifianakis gives a really good performance in a film that you really don't, the kind of film you don't see him in very often, but he's really good in it. Just a really solid film about the struggles of the acting business and what it means when you get older, and how the toll it takes on you and the toll it takes on your psyche. Just really interesting stuff.
Another
And
movie I missed out watching. Dang it. I need to watch it.
Definitely watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 9, 4 words with a fucking pencil. John Wick. Absolutely. God, this had to make the list just
Yeah.
because of the impact that John Wick has had on the action genre in the past decade. I mean, it pretty much redefined the genre.
Yeah.
I mean, how many movies are still trying to be like John Wick? A lot of them.
The first one's not my favorite. It's still really good.
John,
I
I mean,
feel like they get better with each one, though.
Yeah.
I still this film is just one of my all-time favorite action films, one of my all-time favorite action movie lead characters, of course. This is the film that brought Keanu Reeves back, like Birdman brought Michael Keaton back. This one brought Keanu Reeves back in full force.
Back to Matrix
because I mean he was in a ton of bombs before this movie came out. 47 Ronin.
I actually don't mind that movie.
Oh God.
I prefer the Blade or the 47
Oh
Ronin,
my
though.
God, that movie sucks. But no, John Wick, the gun fu in it was something I hadn't really seen done before in an action movie like it. Just the way all the action and the choreography flowed together, it was something I had never, like, most people hadn't seen before in a American action film like it. And like I said, many action films are still trying to be like that, and I don't think any of them are ever going to be as iconic or as special as the John Wick name is.
We got a new John Wick movie coming out next month.
And yeah, there's still this franchise is still going strong.
Well, in a couple months.
No, Ballerina's next month.
June.
Oh, sorry, you were still in April.
Technically 2 months, yes.
Yeah, we're getting close to May.
But yeah,
As of this recording.
John Wick, absolutely. It started off a whole new. It started off a whole new. It started off one of the best action franchises of the past couple decades.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Number 8, the only animated film on this list. You probably know what it is. Can you guess?
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
The Lego movie?
Yes, the Lego movie.
Okay, yeah.
I way prefer the Lego movie over Big Hero 6. I like Big Hero 6 fine, but Lego movie was one of the biggest surprises I'd ever had in a movie theater because everyone was expecting this movie to just be like a big corporate empty product, and it wasn't. It was something that was heartfelt. That was something that was special. It had something to say about childhood, about it was so emotionally resonant. And it's a movie about yellow blocks. And it was such a surprise. It was so funny. The animation was just pretty mind-blowing, honestly. Like it was CG that looked like stop motion in the way that they did it. The water, I remember the water and like the ocean that was all made of Legos, and it really it stuck out to me the most.
Yeah.
So everything about
it was just
awesome.
Yeah,
You've
really.
already done that joke.
The voice cast is wonderful. This was, I think, 2014 was a good year for Chris Pratt.
It was.
Yeah, he was in Her came out in 2013. He had a small role in Her, but I saw that movie in 2014. Then I saw him in this movie. Then I saw him in Guardians, and right then and there he was Hollywood A-lister.
Yes.
So yeah, Lego movie just kicks ass. It absolutely just kicks ass.
Here's my biggest problem. It got snubbed for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, which
Not even
everybody
nominated.
was so mad.
Not even getting nominated. Are you joking?
I need to rewatch it. I've not watched it in years.
Lego movie is so good.
That's where the middle finger comes in from Dyllan on that one. He's like,
and Big Hero 6 got nominated over this, right?
yeah, which I'm totally fine
but
with.
Like,
yeah,
I think Lego movie is the far better movie.
It's a far better movie than How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I also like.
How to Train Your Dragon 2 is also good.
It is. But
it was a good year for animation, I'd say.
It was.
Number 7. This is one of the few sequels on my list. Probably my favorite sequel of 2014. Apes on Horses. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm surprised that you didn't have this on yours.
Very surprised. Yeah.
This is of the three apes of the Apes trilogy, as I call it. This is my favorite.
I think War is my favorite.
War is phenomenal. I think all three movies are phenomenal. Even Rise, which I think is just
slightly weaker.
Like even then, it's still really damn good.
It is.
And the only disadvantage it has is that it wasn't directed by Matt Reeves, and he directed the other two. Oh man, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Jeez, Matthew. Come on.
But no, Dawn took everything that was good about Rise of the Planet of the Apes and like multiplied it by like 20.
Yeah.
Everything was better about this one. The CG was just incredible. I'd never seen CG on animals this good. I watched this movie before I watched Kingdom, and I was still blown away. I was still blown away by how good the CG was. Like, it was just mind blowing how much this movie holds up visually. But the characters are like so much more interesting in this one. Even the human characters are great. You have Jason Clarke. You have Terry. Carrie. Terry Russell's the name of my mom. Carrie Russell's really good in this. Gary Oldman gives a really layered performance, and he could have just been another stock human villain, but he's not. And then you have Koba. Need I say more? That character is just so phenomenally done, in both in the writing and the performance by what's his name? The actor who plays Koba. God, Toby Kebbell. Toby Kebbell. Absolutely one of my favorite villains of the past decade, in Koba. Then number 6, we got a much smaller movie on the list for me. One of my favorite found footage movies of all time. Hello, my name is Peach Fuzz. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
No, I like that.
Creep. The movie Creep.
Oh, yeah,
direct.
watched that.
This is the Mark Duplass movie. Blumhouse actually produced this.
Paul had me watch it.
This is a movie that stars literally 2 people.
Yes.
2 people in the entire cast. This is a found footage movie. It's directed by the guy who was holding the camera for most of the movie, Patrick Bryce. And it's not really scary. It's just really
More
unsettling,
Yeah.
but it
Okay.
also has a lot of great dark comedy in it. It's kind of like a found footage version of What About Bob?
Okay.
I think that actually was a tagline in like a review somewhere. I was like, this is kind of like What About Bob, Interview with the Vampire, and something else. It's a really fascinating, fun, and just really enjoyable indie found footage film. And I've watched this movie God knows how many times. And most of the movie was improv. I don't really believe they had a completed script when they actually started filming. They just had bullet points of the
Interesting.
different points in the story that they wanted to develop in each scene, and they just kind of went with it as they went along. And I thought it worked amazingly well, and it gave the character of Aaron, and that's not even his real name. I'm pretty sure it's not. And when you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just the character is just so unpredictable, and you have no idea what he's gonna do next. And it's just it's a good character study as well as a thriller, and it's really fun, and just really enjoyable. Number 5, had to put this on my list. You've already mentioned this, Gone Girl. Like I said, another David Fincher masterpiece. He directs everything with such precision, and every shot adds something to the story. All the characters are super interesting and well developed, and every character makes decisions that you would not make, but that other people will probably make, and you would believe that they would make those decisions, even when they're stupid. Ben Affleck's character is not a good guy, but you believe him. Like, you believe that he would make those decisions, and he in many points he does have a good reason. He does have good reasons why he's making those decisions, because he's married to like a total sociopath, with Rosamund Pike's Amy Dunn, and like I said, Rosamund Pike, one of the greatest modern villains of our time, and you don't even realize that she's the villain until like maybe halfway through. And there's just so many great twists and turns in this movie that you really don't see coming unless you read the book, which I didn't when I first saw the movie, and I was blown away by many of the revelations that happen in the film, and yeah, it's just so engaging. One of David Fincher's best, absolutely. Number four, you've mentioned it already. If you if you want to win money, you got to earn the money to buy a ticket. Nightcrawler. In my opinion, Jake Gyllenhaal's best performance. Won it, like, seriously. He transformed into a completely different person with this film.
Actually, Prisoners was second best.
There's probably something else I would go with. As much as he is great in Prisoners, but
Yeah, Prince of Persia.
but yeah, Nightcrawler is another great kind of character study, like Creep is, about another kind of fucking creep. Like the character of Louis Bloom in this movie is just someone that, God, you feel disgusted by this guy throughout so much of the film, but you're just so fascinated. You're just so engaged by what he does throughout the movie, and he's so charismatic is not the word, because right when you're introduced to this guy and how he talks and how he carries himself, and the fact that I'm pretty sure he doesn't blink in this entire movie. Seriously, watch any scene with him and he doesn't blink at all. Like, it's
Contrast to Prisoners, where he's like,
yeah. The speed at which this guy talks is insane.
like used car salesman.
Yeah, like if the used car salesman was Patrick Bateman from seriously, I would kill to have those two characters put into something together. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho and Louis Bloom from Nightcrawler. That would be terrifying. But yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's performance. You also have Riz Ahmed, who's really great, and you feel so bad for this guy throughout the entire movie.
I love that dude.
Yeah, Riz Ahmed's so good. You have Rene Russo, also really great as the executive at this news station. You also have Bill Paxton as what's called a stringer. That's the term for the guys who film everything for news stories and news coverage. Bill Paxton gives a great performance in this film. Unfortunately, one of the last performances I saw from him, and that's really sad. Rest in peace, good sir. But no, Nightcrawler is intense. It's so well written. The characters are just so interesting. The character of Louis Bloom is so unnerving, but you can't stop watching him throughout the entire movie. If in any other director or writer's hands, this movie would not have worked at all. But because of how well everything is balanced in the hands of Dan Gilroy, who wrote and directed the film, everything feels right. And it's a film like if any other director or writer tackled this film, it would have been unwatchable, because you're like, why would I want to watch a movie about this guy? Like, this guy's insane. But in the right actor's hands, in the right crew's and talent's hands, this is one of the best films of that year, and one of the most terrifying and interesting explorations of a total scumbag, a total monster behind the eyes. And he only lets the monster out in a few moments of the film, but you can tell behind those eyes there's just nothing but, there's like, in the words of in the quote from Halloween, the eyes just pure blackness and evil. So yeah, number three, same number three you had, Guardians of the Galaxy, my favorite MCU film of all time.
I'm starting to see a trend here.
It's like Lego Movie. I actually was not expecting to like this film at all from the trailer.
Out of nowhere.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
it did.
because no one knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were, unless you were like a diehard Marvel fan,
Yeah, I
who
didn't
read
even
every
know,
comic book.
Yeah.
No one knew who these people were. I think the only reason most people had any interest in the film because Marvel was on a hot streak at that moment,
Yeah.
and
And
this
Talking Raccoon. A lot of people.
and
Rocket.
and then the movie just completely was a overnight sensation, and
Yeah.
everyone just fell in love with it, including me, who like I was not expecting to love this film like I did, and it instantly became. It's one of my favorite films of all time.
Yes.
The characters are so lovable and endearing. The
soundtrack.
actors have such great chemistry together. Everything fits together perfectly, and James Gunn just weaves it together like a cloth. It's just so well done. The only negative thing I'd say about the movie is the villain's not the best. Ronan's not that great of a villain in the grand scheme of things, but I mean Lee Pace plays him well enough.
Yeah.
But and they give him a lot of great lines to bounce off of, like the dance up, bro, me and you, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" Still, one in my opinion, I don't think any MCU movie will be as surprising and as loved by me. I don't think any MCU film will ever top this for me.
The
This
soundtrack
is just
was great too.
Yeah.
one of the soundtrack that everyone
feeling
immediately had to get once they left the theater.
I haven't said this, I don't think, on the podcast. I've said to a few people before, but if anyone outside of the music industry was ever to start a music podcast that I would like totally listen to, Tony Hawk and James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because of how unique their music tastes are.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm interested to see what music cues are put in Superman. Like if he's gonna go.
I heard it was all score, no music cues.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really hard to believe.
Have you watched Creature Commandos?
No, I still haven't watched Creature
There's
Commandos.
like some like folk and pirate metal type stuff, like from like
Oh yeah.
the Netherlands or something.
Hmm.
Like it's like really out there, like random stuff.
Mm.
Like it's on like metal with like accordions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
No,
definitely.
I do want to watch Creature Commandos. It's just
Yeah.
I'll get to it at some point. But yeah. James Gunn instantly became one of my favorite people in like one of my favorite filmmakers to watch after I saw this movie. Number 2, I hope at least one of you guys have seen this. I know you've seen this movie, but I'd be really disappointed if you guys have not even seen this. Not quite my tempo. Whiplash. You haven't seen this movie?
I know all about it.
Mother.
I know all about. I really want to. It's on
This
my.
is one of the best movies
I
ever
know,
made.
I know.
This is one of
That,
the.
that's another movie that I have missed out.
God
I
damn
love
it.
J.K.
One of 'em.
Simmons. I love Miles Teller. It
J.K.
seems so perfectly
this
up
is-
my fucking alley.
in my-
I haven't
I
checked it
usually
out.
don't say this about many movies.
I'm not in the doghouse anymore.
But like Whiplash, in my opinion, is as perfect a movie as you can get.
Yeah,
In
that's
terms
what
of
I
I heard
yeah.
it's amazing.
the
Yeah.
writing,
Don't look at me. You're still not
the
off the hook
editing-
with that Spaceballs thing. You're still not off the
Yes,
hook.
I
um
No, you're not. No, you are not.
Whiplash is in terms of editing, the performances, the way everyone is written. I mean, it's damn near perfection. This is a movie that makes you so anxious. This is a movie that makes you so uncomfortable.
It's scarier than a lot of horror movies.
Yes, it has a character that's scarier than any horror or slasher villain that I've ever seen. And J.K. Simmons is Fletcher in this. Just act like Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler. You can't stand this guy, but you're so engaged with him for the
Yeah.
entire time, and that's due to the strength of what J.K. Simmons brings to this role. And Miles Teller, this is the movie that put him on. This movie put him on the map for me.
You mean not Fantastic Four?
This came out before Fantastic Four. I don't even know what he was in before Whiplash. I don't really care, but just Whiplash told me that this is a guy to watch on screen, and he really is. after Fantastic Four, he really was not in anything good for
Until
a
Top
while until Top Gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Whiplash is a movie that just you feel the movie and it's electric. The feeling that this movie leaves you with is like a jolt of electric, like you had like a car battery, like jumper cables attached to your body, and you just got a full jolt of energy through you. That's the ending of this movie is unspeakable. Like the ending is absolutely immaculate because everything is building up to it. If you don't know what it is, I won't spoil it for you, but like it will leave you just you feel like you got to run a marathon after you watch the ending to this movie.
Reminder,
It's
we
that
got-
kind of feeling. Yeah, I don't know what else more I could say. I
Yeah.
can gush about this movie for
Yeah. In other words,
for
Dylan and I,
years.
it's our fault that we haven't watched this thing yet.
Yeah, for sure.
it's you got to watch this.
Reminder,
Seriously,
I've,
you
I've
gotta
been
watch
I've
this.
been wanting to watch it too. There are
Um,
many 2014 movies I missed. So.
It's just
Reminder, Dylan. We gotta do that for the TikTok later for TikTok content. We gotta attach jumper cables to John's nipples and zap them.
it'll be
Oh,
this,
no,
it'll be this-
no,
while he watches
no.
Whiplash.
no, absolutely freaking not.
Yeah.
I hear that's a shocking good time.
Are we
Yep.
not cutting that part?
No.
God dang it!
I'll leave Whiplash with this. If you've ever been interested in playing the drums, this
Yeah.
movie might
Yeah.
Scare you off of it?
scare you off of it forever. I had several friends who played the percussion in school, and I was like, I'm not sure if you guys should see this movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Since you brought that movie up, do you know the channel Drumeo on?
No, I don't.
They have like drummers listen to a drumless track and play something for the first time that they've never heard and try to come up with as close as what they can to it, or come up with their own version. They had John Stamos on yesterday.
Mm.
They had John Stamos play Papa Roach without ever hearing it before.
Oh, Papa Roach.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
and he had to come up with his own drum part for it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I just thought that would be interesting to bring up there.
Hmm.
That's a big thumbs up to
Um,
John Stamos. That's awesome.
Number one, Interstellar. It's this movie.
I actually didn't know that was going to be your
I-
number one. I didn't know that.
I did.
You didn't know that?
No, I
I
did
knew it
not.
was on the list somewhere, so by process
Yeah.
of
I want to
Uh,
love it. I
elimination.
really want to love it. I still want to love it. I'm still going to watch it again and again so I can finally understand
Okay.
it.
The only thing I'll say about Interstellar, I've talked about a lot too. I knew, I already had known that filmmaking was something I really wanted to do. In the time around that this movie came out, it had already been like on like a, it had already been an option for me. This was the movie that made me realize this is what I have to do. As soon as I got out of the theater when I first saw Interstellar, I'm like, I can't see myself doing anything else than making movies. This is the movie that kind of like made me really have that moment of realization where it's like, this is something I don't want to do anything else. I want to make movies, and I want to make movies as close to the feeling that I had when I saw that. It just absolutely, it kind of changed my viewpoint on the universe.
With me wanting to make movies, it actually you and Dylan are here living in perfect harmony with this because Interstellar was step 2. Star Wars, the first time I watched Star Wars was the first time I thought making movies would be cool,
Mhm.
and I was like, that would be a really cool thing to do. And then when I watched Interstellar, it's like I eventually want to at least make one sci-fi movie in my life that makes me like a space sci-fi movie. Like it's a bucket list goal that I've got to do eventually.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
Well, yeah.
that's my list.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Sean, why don't you go last this time? I don't think you've ever went last. You're always usually going first.
True. I
So
think he's
let Dylan
got
go
a good
next.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dylan's
switch
always the
things
one
up.
going last. it
Yeah,
seems.
lately, yeah. Let's switch things up.
Which I apologize.
No, that's fine. I've been choosing to go last.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, there
Let's
you
try
go.
to switch it up a little bit though.
Mhm.
All
So they
right,
want to save me for best for last. That's good. That's
I'm
not
second to
funny.
last,
That's
I
not
guess,
funny. That's not funny.
It is. Look your face.
I mean, it's definitely laughable. Both things, your face and what you said.
Oh, that's bull crap.
Well, here's something that's interesting about this year.
Yeah, what's up?
There's no Star Wars movie,
Yeah, that's true.
so we don't have to go for hours and hours. So.
Don't worry, next year.
And we still got Andor season 2.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
I've not started it yet.
It's not.
I haven't
Is
started
it
it yet
even
either.
out?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
came
It's
last week.
out.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes came out.
Oh,
They're
God.
releasing over 4 weeks. It's 3 episodes every week. Each
Okay.
episode is a different year.
God, I'm
Yeah.
so behind.
I need to
It's-
rewatch season 1 still.
Yeah,
I
they-
haven't seen Warfare drop yet.
uh,
You haven't seen Warfare?
No, I've been so busy. I'm telling you, the last month or so.
Watch it. It's
I
fantastic.
want to really badly. I want to see it before it leaves theaters.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this is the last week or two. It's gonna be in theaters.
Mm.
So I'd definitely
Son of
see
a
it in the next
bitch.
week or two.
Yeah. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
But go ahead, Dylan.
I want to say first about Andor season 2. Trigger warning: there is assault in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Yeah, I
I
had
thought
it.
someone was making that up.
No, like it's a thing. There's that stuff is now in Star Wars officially. Yeah,
But
But we're not
I've
here
got
to
my
talk. We're
feelings
not here
on it,
to
but
talk
that's
about
something
Star Wars. We're
Yeah,
here to talk about
We got
2014.
another
We got that in a
episode
few
later
weeks.
about that one. Yeah. My number 10 is The Interview.
Really,
I
I like
See-
I like this movie.
it's good. I don't generally think that it's in the top 10 of 2014. It's just there were movies I took off my list because I knew that everybody else was going to cover them. I was like, I just
yeah,
I'm gonna do whatever with
the
my
movie that
list.
nearly got America blown up.
Yeah, almost started World War III.
You ain't
kidding. I
World War
rewatched it a
III, you
couple
mean
weeks
every
ago.
other weekend nowadays?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
No, I rewatched it a few weeks ago. I think that's still really good. Granted, it's a mixed bag watching it because there's some sus jokes in there.
oh yeah.
But no, it's still good.
Doesn't Randall Park play Kim Jong Un?
Yeah, he does.
Nice. I've got to see that now.
Yeah.
It's great.
He's
no,
good.
I love Randall
very
Park.
good.
This cemented
Randall
him as
Park
one
is
of my
amazing.
favorite
Mhm.
actors.
Yeah.
I still love that part from Ant-Man. You really have a way with kids. Thanks. I'm also a youth pastor.
yeah. Oh.
Completely missed the bar.
I think that it's just great. I think that it's a good comedy. While I'm understanding why they won't work together again, Seth Rogen, James Franco were
they
a
you
great
cannot deny
duo.
that when they worked together, they just had the chemistry just sparked.
Yeah, it was
Um,
insane.
yeah.
The amount of potential of them on
They
screen
had
together.
so many.
was
They had a lot. They had so many funny movies together. It just-
Yeah.
it is really unfortunate that it just had to come down to this. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Interview is one of those things where we don't have a whole lot of movies like this where it's done to such an nth degree
Hmm.
that it's not an actually like harmful movie to have out there. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of it's about on South Park level when it comes to its satire.
Yeah.
And it's type of comedy, and I think that it's great. I wish that there were a little more movies like this out there. Maybe not a whole lot, but honestly, I'd also just rather it not risk like idiots tried making movies like this,
Hmm.
because this movie was just done really well. I
Mhm.
don't know. The fact that it still holds up after 11 years is a testament to the kind of movie that it is.
Yeah.
But I liked it a lot. Number 9 is another comedy. Actually, these first 4 are comedies. I just like comedies. Number 9 is
Is
A
it
Million
because you're
Ways
funny
to Die in
looking?
the West.
Wait, really?
Is it because you're funny looking?
I mean,
Dylan,
coming
keep
from
going.
you-
Keep going. Keep going.
Did you say A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, I should have
Oh,
flipped that one
God.
in the interview.
Yeah.
That's what I've been
just-
wanting to watch too.
This, I'm usually a big fan of I'm usually a fan of Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
I really like Ted. I like
This is
the
nowhere
early
near
parts
Ted.
of. Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie was a huge disappointment for me.
I could see that.
Um, None of it flowed well for me. The structure was all over the place.
Mm.
Most of it was just the movie consists of mainly just like a bunch of cutaway jokes, like in Family Guy. But
Yeah.
if that was the entire movie, yeah. But go ahead.
No, I mean it's. I know how dumb of a movie it is. It's generally not
And
a great film, but
and the movie could have taken place in the entirety of Back to the Future 3.
yeah, it could have. Yeah.
Like you have Christopher Lloyd in that one scene, and there's a train in the movie, and there's no DeLorean strapped to it.
well, I think A Million Ways to Die in the West takes place like 2 or 3 years after Back to the
You
Future
could have
3, I
then
think.
changed the script.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. They could have made it like the same year and just been like,
Just
you know
have it
what?
take place
We're
in
writing
Hill.
ourselves
Just
into this
have it take
universe.
place in Hill Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been so amazing if the ending shot of the movie was like they pan out and they show a sign that says Hill Valley.
Yeah, that would have been
Like,
really interesting.
how amazing that would have been! Like if it was a secret spin-off of Back to the Future 3.
It would have been crazy.
Mhm.
No, I don't know. I think that the cast or the main cast goes kind of crazy. I think everybody flows really well together.
Yeah.
I will say the Sarah Silverman is just she's one hell of a comedian.
I'm
And
hit or miss
Well,
with her.
I think that she did a good job with her role here. Her character was just very annoying to me.
She can be really annoying if she's not given the right material.
Yeah, I just I don't think that's even what happened here. Like I think that she
Mhm.
did her job well. It's just her character itself was because it kept going to the same exact joke back again and again and again.
Yeah.
And again. It's like I just wasn't a fan of that.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It's a good enough movie. I really like it. I remember watching it when it came out.
Neil Patrick Harris actually had most of the lines I laughed in the movie.
Yeah, no, he
Um,
was great in it.
And Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson's good.
Liam Neeson is one of the shining moments of the movie, in my opinion. I think that everything, every scene with him in it is great, and it's because there's a lot of tension.
I am actually really excited for The Naked Gun.
It looks great.
Like a lot of people were like, "Why would you go with Liam Neeson for that?" It's like that's the kind of humor that Naked Gun is. It's
Yeah.
deadpan. That
Personally-
when they're taking it serious, they're trying to be serious, and that it's ridiculous at the same time.
Yeah, personally, I'm worried it's going to suck because
I
I
think it's gonna
don't.
be great.
I don't think it's gonna suck.
I say that because first of all, I need to watch the Naked Gun movies because
yeah.
I heard it's really funny.
Oh God, yeah.
It's just that when you're trying to reboot it, you're just
Did
hoping.
you watch the trailer?
I did watch the trailer, and I will admit it did look really good, but I was nervous because I was thinking, please do not screw it up.
That joke at the end of the trailer.
I know that was
Like-
really funny. Yeah.
That was
Nah.
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That told
I'm
me
just saying
they
that
know what
because
they're
comedy
doing.
has been so up and down lately. in
This
the
could be
21st
the movie
century.
to bring that back.
That's
though.
true. That's
like
true.
this could be the movie, like the parody movie, the first parody movie in like decades to not suck.
It's Akiva Schaffer.
Yeah,
doing it, right?
he did Pop Star.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
which is a criminally underrated movie.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's Pop Star, never stop, never stopping.
Never stop, never stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
It unfortunately flopped, but
Pop Star
Well,
did.
yeah,
but it's
great.
a really good movie.
Do not go in there. Woo!
And I'm actually really like, I hate most of these movies, and I hate most of the movies that came after this became a hit. I'm actually really interested in the next Scary Movie
Yeah.
because they're bringing back most of the cast. There's so many things you can make fun of from modern horror. Like there's you have a gold mine of comedic opportunity to make fun of with the horror genre now. And I think that's what they're going to go with. It's like they have a really good opportunity because to hit in the way that the original Scary Movie did in 2000. I just hope that they don't fall into the same trap that the sequels did.
There's definitely going to be a joke about Alien and Predator being Disney movies now.
In Scary Movie 6.
Yeah.
I could
We'll
see.
see. I really want them to make fun of like the A24 type of horror,
Yeah.
like that, and the other types of horror that've really been hitting big.
You know,
They need to do that.
You know, there's going to be a Hereditary head toss.
Oh
at
God,
some
oh
point.
God, yeah, oh God.
I put some episode
But we'll
ideas in the
see.
chat, by the way.
Yeah, I saw those are good ideas.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
But what do you have at number 8?
At number 8, I have Let's Be Cops with Damon Wayans.
I
Jr.
didn't
and
see
Jada
Oh
this.
wow.
I've not seen
Okay.
that.
I think it's a great movie.
Who's the other guy? So it's which Wayans is in this?
Damon Wayans Jr.
And is it the guy the guy who voices Peter B. Parker?
Jake Johnson. Yeah.
Jake Johnson, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, they're obviously they're a great duo.
They are okay. That's
They
good.
were both in New Girl.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love them together. And in Let's Be Cops, it's the same kind of thing. Basically, in Let's Be Cops, they're two losers.
It sounds like a funny premise.
No, it is. They're two losers, and they go to like a costume party as convincing cops, and everybody thinks that they are, and they're finally giving them like respect and authority and stuff. And so Jake Johnson's character takes it to the next level and goes out and buys a cop car and gets it done up like a cop car.
Mhm.
So they roll around like cops, and they get involved in stuff when they're trying to develop games and blah 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 blah. But it's funny. There's a few comedians in it that I really like Rob Rigolo.
Rob Riggle.
Yeah, Rob Riggle. Rob
The-
Riggle.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the in the face? The
Yeah, I
guy
think
from The
so. Yeah,
Hangover.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Or
sure.
the pop guy from
Yes!
Step Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got him. He plays like one of the commissioners or something like that.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
he interacts with.
Oh,
them
so
pretty
he
often.
plays his character from The Hangover.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's great. I think that it's a very not a whole lot of people talk about it as a comedy. I think that I think it was done really well. I think it had a satisfying conclusion and everything. I think that the comedy was well. Admittedly, it's done about as you would expect from the two of them.
I was
But
gonna
it's really good. Honestly, I'm a big fan of it.
I was gonna bring up another movie in relation to this, but I think it's gonna be your number 7. So-
Okay.
Go ahead and go ahead. And do
Yeah,
it.
I might as well go on to my number 7. It's What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh my God! God, this was so close to making my list. And is this your last comedy on the list?
Yeah, it's my last comedy.
I'm surprised. The movie I was gonna bring up was 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, I like 22 Jump Street. That's
That's
It's not
another
as good
movie I
as the first
missed out.
one.
Gosh, darn it!
I
But
think
I was
it's
really
I think it's
tempted.
equally as good as 21 Jump Street.
I just
I am such a hypocrite for missing those movies.
that has-
and I'm
22 Jump Street has like two of the funniest scenes I've seen in like comedies of like this millennium so far.
Mm.
The Ice Cube scene, and then the and then the scene with Channing Tatum when he finds out. Yeah. To the funniest, the scenes I've laughed the hardest at. So
I like I wish I knew the actress's name, but she ends up being the actual dealer at the end of all of it. The like forced like romantic tension between the two of them is fucking insane. Like where she's like, no, you were into me. He's like, no, not at all. He's like, you're the one that's doing all of this. She's like, what? No.
My favorite comedy moment from this century so far is the video store scene from Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
I still hurts from what you did last night.
But yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, this is one of the greatest like mockumentary style movies like this of
Yes.
all time.
Yeah.
Like it's I've not seen the TV show, and I've heard the
it's
TV
great.
shows actually might be even better.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing.
But yeah, this movie has. I still have lines that I quote from this movie all the time. Would you like some biscotti? Yeah, this is Taika Waititi's comedy like at its best for me.
Yeah,
Like
for
this
sure.
is him at his peak right here. Yeah, the chemistry between all the characters, each one's interesting. And shame. Yeah, still, yeah, this movie still cracks me up even when I'm sitting here thinking about it. So, what were you gonna say?
I love it just as much. Like I think that it's a great movie. I think it's really smart in the way that it was created.
Mm-hmm.
Reading up on the trivia behind it, like there was, God, I can't remember if they caught it in time, but I think that there was a scare when they were filming the film because one of the characters dies in it and they do a Viking funeral, but then they lost the very convincing dead body in the water. So it
Yes.
turned up on shore like days later, I think, and scared the shit out of a bunch of people. So they had to put out a PSA. They're like, "It was a dead body, trust me." It was just a prop that got away from the film set. Like, we're good. It's really funny. I think that reading up on how it was created is great. You can tell that they had a lot of fun making it.
Oh yeah.
The costumes are amazing. The way that they did a bunch of the
I'm Peter.
yeah.
Peter. And that part where they put the one guy's face on the cat. Remember that?
Yeah.
When they're walking around, when the guy's running around the house and he just sees a cat with the.
It's so brilliantly done.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love
Each
that
performance is on point. Yeah.
Reese Darby as a werewolf will never not be funny. to me.
Yes,
I love
yes.
Reese Darby through and through.
Uh-huh.
But just brilliant. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a great movie. I think that not
This
a whole
w-
lot of people talk about it.
Watching this movie was what got me really excited about Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
mhm.
It's great. Like you said, Taika Waititi.
And
he's
Hunt
great
for
in that
the
year.
Hunt for the Wilder People too.
My number 6, coincidentally, is Big Hero 6.
That's
I
funny.
didn't mean to.
Big Hero
That's
6
how
at
I
number
ended.
6.
I see what you did there.
It's a good movie. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where anytime that I rewatch it or anytime that I think about Big Hero 6 in general, I'm reminded of the fact that Disney hasn't done fucking anything else with it aside from
Yeah.
like
And
a show
isn't
that
it
ran
a
2 or
Marvel
3 years.
property?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And they did a
It was
Baymax
pre-existing.
series on Disney Plus, which
Yeah.
I watched, which I love, by the way.
Well,
Yeah.
they won't do anything else with the series other than
I know,
that.
that's weird. They should.
If you think about it, this came out 2014. We had Secret Wars 2015. The fact that there wasn't a product integration there, where they had this version carry over to the Marvel comics, because the Marvel comics version is a bit different from what we get in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we haven't gotten anything else with Big Hero 6 really is disappointing.
I mean, it's
Like,
Disney. We
it's-
should have had 12 sequels and 5 spin-offs by now.
Yeah.
Well, they had a
They
Disney
wouldn't go
XD
that
show
the
that
movie
far.
was
basically
They
is.
wouldn't go
movie
that
was
far.
a hit.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't really do anything else with it after the fact it just blows my mind. It's like they put more of the money towards Star Wars and the rest of the MCU.
And
That's kind of how it feels.
by
to
the
me.
way, I actually remember this. This movie actually came out in the same weekend that Interstellar did. I remember that.
Neither movie had actually been on my radar at the time, so I don't remember
I
that
see.
at all.
Blade Runner and The Thing came out the same day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I remember this is a big hit when I was in a theater class.
I had much more interest in seeing Interstellar that weekend than this, but
I can see
Big
that.
Hero 6 is good. It's good.
I like it. I thought that was done really well.
I'm
I
just
like
not
the,
really. I'm not really a fan of the villain twist. I'm not really a fan of the villain.
yeah.
Hey, I didn't know he was the villain. I thought the plot twist was amazing.
It was very. It seemed very obvious to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean's just not obvious.
I've seen way too many movies to just be confounded by something like that. But
We need a
Yeah.
sequel where Tadashi returns as a Winter Soldier-esque villain.
Yes.
That's not going to happen. I mean,
to
Tadashi
happen.
died. He died.
It's way too
so
late now.
To be fair, you also think that the bad guy in Big Hero 6 died, so
A parody, like Blood and Honey, where Baymax goes on a killing spree.
no.
No.
No, this is the one time
That's
I
the
think
one
John
that's
and I
like,
will be in conjunction
no,
about this.
No, thumbs down,
About an
Matthew.
idea
No.
like that. No.
No, Pooh Bear being a serial killer is horrible enough.
Yes,
we don't need.
agreed.
We don't need
Don't
this
do
one.
that. Don't do that to my boy.
They-
Don't do
Yeah,
that to
no.
Baymax.
Hero was actually successful in swapping the chips.
How about a lollipop? Right in
No,
the throat.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Absolutely not.
Big Hero 6 is just a great movie. I love it. We need a follow up of some kind. I also need a comic series, whether it's a continuation of the comic or of the movie / the series or the TV series, or it's just a new Big Hero 6 series. I need a new comic, please. We haven't seen them in the comics since like 2005. Like
Damn.
it's been a while.
Insane. That's insane.
No, it's been a minute.
Okay.
But no, Big Hero 6 was a great movie. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Through and through. Number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, okay.
You'll be surprised when you hear what my number 3 is. I just want to say that right now.
Okay.
But Guardians of the Galaxy, an amazing movie. We've talked about it a lot. I think that everybody's casting was great. That I think that this really launching Dave Bautista as an actor was amazing. Dave Bautista really is one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood right now, and has a lot of potential under his belt. I think that he needs to be casted in.
I mean, he's getting a
different
lot of
movies.
roles. It's not like he's like
He's had some.
struggling.
He's had some more. No, not at all. He's not struggling. But like a lot of the roles that he's been casted in, he's like the big guy. They throw a bunch of action on him, which makes sense. You know.
I mean, he's
like,
a big guy.
He's well suited for it.
I like him in
but-
roles like Glass Onion. I think he fits very well. In
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
he was good.
I
at
am
that.
kind of excited to see that now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like one thing that I will always be supportive of the agenda to have him cast in a rom-com. Because I think that he would do really well.
He'd fit in that, and I like in a lot of the comedies that he's been in.
Yeah.
Like in Stuber, which isn't that good of a movie, but I thought he was good in it.
I liked him in Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah, he's great in Knock at the Cabin.
His small role in 2049 was also really
that's
good.
what I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
He can be like he really does have chops.
He
and
does.
He can really go places if you give him different roles.
If he is going over to DC now that he wants to join James Gunn, I don't want him as Bane, which he says he's too old anyway now.
No,
I want to see
don't
him
really.
as Hugo Strange.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see it.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he could pull it off really well and surprise a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people just know him as Dumb Drax.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he could pull that off really well and shock a lot of people.
Have him pull a double role and also voice Kilowog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd love to see that.
Gravity's a B.
Yeah.
No,
I was. Yeah, you're gonna have to get someone with a lot of talent to replace Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Mhm.
Guardians of the Galaxy, knockout. Like it's a great movie. It still holds up really well in my opinion. I think that's still one of the best MCU movies that we've ever gotten.
Cease your yammering and release us of this irksome confinement. Yeah, I'll have to agree with the walking thesaurus on that one.
Do not ever
Do never
call me
a thesaurus again. It's just a metaphor, dude. Metaphors will go over his head. His
All right, we get it. You don't have to recite the entire movie.
No, that will be 3 hours long. But
The
that
movie's only 2 hours.
no. You should know. You quoting the whole movie. That will be 3 hours long. if
Yeah,
you
I'm
did
saying
that.
the movie's only 2 hours. So what?
Well,
Yeah.
still.
I'm never going to forget the fact that this was Nathan Fillion's MCU debut,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a very creepy inmate.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was going
Yeah.
to love touch Chris Pratt.
jelly. Which I never even figured that was Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, I
until
had to see the
someone told
credits
me.
for it. I was like, "There's no way."
And then in the third one, he literally is just Nathan Fillion.
yeah,
without-
yeah.
I saw an old YouTube comment about the it was on with the Green Lantern trailer.
Mm.
Someone screenshot it from me like years ago, and they was like, "Why can't we have Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern?" And now he's Guy Gardner.
Yeah. He's got that.
Honestly, he wasn't
got that
killed back
haircut.
then too. All right. No, Guardians of the Galaxy, just a great movie. We already talked it up a lot. I think that's just great.
Overall, I think the message of the day is that if the world, Hollywood, would be in a much better place if Nathan Fillion was cast in literally everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Nathan Drake, but he was in that fan film, which was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was the far better Uncharted movie than the one we
Yes,
actually
yeah.
got. Jesus Christ!
I actually love the Uncharted movie.
Oh my
I
god!
think I liked it. I just,
Yeah.
it's not a great film by
No.
any means. It's not a good adaptation.
No, it's not.
But the video game movies has gone better in the 2020s.
The
So
animated ones are definitely great.
that's
I will say that
absolutely,
one.
absolutely. But it
I'll
has
say
gotten
that.
better with the Sonic movies.
Resident
been
Evil
so
Welcome
far.
to Raccoon City.
I still
No,
haven't seen it.
no.
It does take place on my
Dude,
birthday,
we're getting a Resident Evil movie by the guy who did Barbarian.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
that's right.
kill
It's gonna be
any
crazy.
of those other ones.
Yes. Number
or-
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4 is John Wick. It's a
Mhm.
great movie.
Yes. With a fucking pencil.
Oh, this over a
Oh,
fucking dog.
No. I heard you. I heard you slap my son. Yeah, he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. Oh. That was one of the greatest reactions in cinema. Oh.
No, it's just it's amazing. I love it. I think that's beautifully
And
done
it's
in every
a movie
which
that-
way.
A lot of the movies I mentioned on my list completely caught everyone by surprise.
Mm.
No one knew what this movie was like when it came out. The only reason anyone had any interest in it was Keanu Reeves. But if you just watch the trailer, it just looked like any other action movie.
Yeah.
And then you watch the movie and it's like, no, this is something else. And look where we are now.
Do you know what some of my favorite reactions are? I know a lot of people don't like this movie, but Batman vs Superman. Jesse Eisenberg's reactions, like when he thinks he's won, Batman's like, "I'm sending you to Arkham Asylum," and just his facial expression where he's like, "Oh crap."
I don't even remember that.
You don't? Okay.
No.
Do you remember that, Dylan?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh no. Just those facial reactions were priceless. There was that scene. There was one other scene. I forget the other scene, but
You got to send me that screenshot of that.
yeah, it's great. Well, what were we saying?
John Wick is just an amazing movie. I think that the character's done really well. The characterization and the way that they handled the backstory of the character introducing him was
And
great.
it's not even that John Wick is the most like deep or fascinating character, but the fact that he's so simple, and that the world around him is just so interesting.
Yeah,
Like the
very.
world
Intricate,
building, the
yeah.
world building of John Wick is what makes it truly stand out
Yes.
over other action movies. Just because of you think it's just a normal world when you start out with it, and then you over the course of the movie you realize just how this world is basically just comprised of assassins.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that you learn that through the flow of the movie and of the entire series, that is how you do world building.
Yeah.
Not like what a lot of other movies do, where they just ham fist everything down your throat.
And the fact that the first John Wick movies, like the first 3 were all in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I love it. I think it's great. I frequently revisit the franchise. I think it's.
I
good.
need to.
It's really good.
It's the movie that came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I've only seen 2 and 3 once.
Oh, I've seen all
I've
of them
seen them a
multiple
handful of
times.
yeah.
I've seen the first one like 3 or 4 times, and then I've seen the second one or the fourth one, I think twice.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
I can't wait to see Ballerina.
I know.
Yeah,
Comes out June
Ballerina.
6th.
I still haven't watched Continental yet.
Yeah, same.
I don't
That's
really
the only
care, too.
part of the universe I haven't watched.
I forgot that even existed. I
Yeah.
forgot.
I didn't
Only
hear it
3
was that
episodes.
great.
There was
Yeah,
only 3
I
episodes.
heard
There
that
was
too.
only 3 episodes total.
I'm
Was
pretty
it-
sure there were only 3 episodes.
Wasn't Mel Gibson in it?
Dang. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson was in it.
I
yeah.
know the Lena Luthor from Supergirl's in it.
Oh yeah.
Katie McGrath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, but John Wick is great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. My number 3 is X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I'm
Yeah,
glad
there you go.
someone finally put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you didn't mention it by the end of the season, I was like, I'm surprised no one's mentioned that.
Yeah.
At the end of your list.
I will say for clarification, I did not put the Winter Soldier on my list. The only reason
Okay.
why I didn't put it on my list was because I knew
You didn't
he
want to have
would.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to have 3 on. Purge replaced X-Men.
Okay.
'Cause I didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
have 3
yeah.
superhero
I
movies on
got
my
you,
list.
I got you.
When we do 2017, all bets are off.
Yes, all bets are off. Yes.
Most of my list is superhero movies that year.
I think mine was 2, but I digress.
X-Men: Days of Future Past kind of helped. I want to say that it completely helped save the X-Men franchise because X-Men Origins
It righted
is
all the
also very
wrongs,
beloved.
basically.
Yeah, it righted a lot of wrongs.
You mean First Class?
Yeah, no, I meant
You said
First
Origins.
Class
Yeah, I know.
Started off a new path, but Days of Future Past brought the paths together, and it
Yes,
it basically
resynced
satisfied everyone, really.
everything. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that was done really well. I like how they handled just that entire correcting things in the past to correct the mistakes in the movies and stuff like that. I liked it. I thought that was really interesting. I hope
And-
that we don't see anything like it ever again.
And
I'll say that.
I'm gonna say something that might be a hot take for some people.
Hmm.
I think this movie handles time travel, and it has it handles the story, I think, better than Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Because Endgame
Ooh.
is just the time travel thing in Avengers Endgame does not make any sense really.
It doesn't.
It's inconsistent.
Really?
There's so many holes you could put in that movie.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
I don't agree with that, but
oh my
I
god.
was arguing about it on Reddit a few weeks ago. So.
well, what
Days
are the
of Future
freaking
Past.
odds?
I'm not gonna say that Days of Future Past doesn't have plot holes. I'm sure
Yeah,
it does,
yeah.
but it's consistent with it, and I think it has emotional moments that I think kind of emotional moments because these were characters that that at that point we had known for more than 10 years at that
Yeah.
point, like 14 years. So and it really did bring all those pieces together. And the scene that really sticks out with me still to this day is the scene where the Xaviers meet in that space.
Monastery,
and
yeah.
I'm
yeah,
gonna have to
and
rewatch it
it's-
this next week.
I can't.
It's great.
I watched that scene when the pandemic started. I don't know what. I think it popped up on YouTube. I hadn't seen the movie in a bit, and it really did. Like I started crying when I watched that scene again. It's so well acted and it's so well written.
Mhm.
I think I actually do like Days of Future Past more than Endgame, if I
Yep.
really think about it.
Okay. That's totally
Days of
fine.
Future
I
Past,
love
I
Days of
think-
Future Past.
It's obviously Logan would probably be number one for me in terms
Yeah.
of the X-Men movies,
absolutely.
but
Yeah,
Days
I'm
of
with you
Future
there.
Past
Yeah.
is really up there for me. Yeah, I love Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I'd say my top 3 are Logan, Days of Future Past, and X2.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that list. Yeah. No, I love it. I thought it was a great movie. I remember I got quite a bit of shit when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
but the fandoms really
from
turned
what?
around
From
to it.
about what?
Just they gave it a lot of shit when I can't remember exactly what.
Was
but,
it because of the Sentinels? Was that why?
Yeah, that was part of it. Yeah.
yeah, I think it was
because
that.
the
I
way
think
that they
it
were
was,
designed.
Trask.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about that, and I don't care.
No,
Exactly.
It's a It's a
Exactly,
movie.
guys. Get over it.
It's a movie.
Honestly, I think
And
It's
you have
only
Peter
a
you have Peter
movie.
Dinklage as Trask.
yes, yeah.
It's like, fuck yeah.
He was
And
great.
He did
I
it
liked him.
phenomenally.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Days of the Future Past was just a great movie. Honestly, I
And
was
the Sentinels
surprised.
were cool. I like the Sentinels.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Days
the
of
retro
Future Past.
designs are fucking
Yeah.
awesome. I love them. I love them more than the Mystique chameleon kind of design of the future ones.
Yeah, but I don't really care about that too much.
No, it was a cool display of like.
I
how
wish
they
it. I
adapt.
wish. Yeah, I do wish that purple design would have stayed. But yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
I
say,
was
as
fan
I'm
of it.
preparing for next week, I got a lot of 2004 movies to rewatch before next week to see what goes where.
I need to check out see what all came out then.
Yeah.
No, moving on my number 2, it's Interstellar.
Okay.
I'm not the personal
You're not the
fan
Nolan guy.
Enough of it to have it as my number 1.
Right.
But it is an amazing film.
Yep.
Like it looks fucking gorgeous. I still really need to get on 4K.
Definitely agree with that. Yeah.
But it's beautiful. I think that it was executed wonderfully.
I will say, now that this projector has Dolby Atmos and Vision,
Yeah.
it was life changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be insane. It is one of those movies that really sticks with you, at least visually.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And the score.
Yes, the score was also amazing.
I'd say it's a top 10 score of all time for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say, Christopher Nolan's never going to beat the accusations for me about how he just loves to make complicated movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's never going to beat the accusations, and
Right.
he owns up to it at least.
Exhibit
You know,
A,
so I
Tenet.
got to give him that.
Mm-hmm.
Tenet
he-
is
he-
Exhibit A.
Huh?
Tenet is Exhibit A.
Right.
I rewatched that recently, and it was more confusing on the second go around.
I need to rewatch it. It's been a minute.
It's I still really like it.
Yeah.
Tenet is good. I love rewatching it. It's so like
I'd say of his sci-fi trilogy, it's the weakest of the three.
yeah
I'd say
for
Interstellar,
sure.
Inception, Tenet.
I need a Tenet too. Christopher Nolan. I
Yes.
know that you don't make sequels, but I need a Tenet too. I need
Sure.
I need more of Robert Pattinson and
John David Washington.
John David Washington interacting. with
I just
one
need to
another.
see another sci-fi movie from him too. Just
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, absolutely. No, Interstellar is just a great movie.
Mhm.
I often forget about the fact that it has
Timothy Chalamet?
no, not Timothy Chalamet.
That's a lot of people.
No,
Yeah, I know a lot of people completely forget about that.
Gosh,
John Lithgow,
no,
Casey Affleck,
no, I can't.
Michael Caine,
Can we move on?
Catwoman,
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. I felt like such an idiot. I was like, I can't throw out like anything else that she's been in right now. I don't know why, but no, I keep forgetting that Anne Hathaway's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
She's
why.
like one of the main stars.
Yeah,
I-
figured you'd
I
forget
know,
Timothy
I know.
Chalamet.
But like I remember more the fact that Matt Damon was a surprise villain than anything.
Sure.
Like I love it. I think that was a great movie. Honestly, if we got a follow up to this, that would be also neat. Whether it was in film or in book format or something would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Matt
Like,
Damon's
I would
like
take
one of the
anything about a
Matt
follow-up.
Damon's like one of the coolest villains of all time too.
He is.
Up there with what's her name from Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, no,
or
Umbridge.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's up there with her, like just absolute scum.
I wouldn't say that
Right.
he's quite at Umbridge's level.
Up
but,
there.
Like he's definitely up there for sure. He was cold as hell. I can't say that I blame him for it either. Like dude was going insane for a minute. Like absolutely.
He needs to close clown posse.
Shut up. Moving to my number 1 is Kingsman.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a great
Okay.
movie.
Where
I
did-
thought
okay,
it was
I
really
thought it came
well
out in
done.
2015.
No, it came
but
out in 14.
No.
in the States it came out in 15.
No.
Yes, it did.
It did?
In
Yeah, that-
February.
that sounds right.
In February of 2015. It did not come out here in 2014.
Okay.
Maybe it came out in like 2014 in other places.
In like Canada or something. Yeah.
or in,
Probably
or,
England.
or in the
yeah,
UK.
yeah, I can see that.
Okay, yeah, Kingsman: The Secret Service. It did come out in 2014.
Yeah.
But like what territories though?
I'm guessing outside from the United States.
Well, duh.
I just queued up 2014 movies on Letterboxd.
Yeah, that's what I did,
guys.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's always what determines it.
It was a great movie. I
love
really liked
I
it.
love Kingsman, the first one. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's still really strong. Going back
Yes.
to it.
If-
Samuel Jackson makes a very interesting villain as
Mhm.
well.
Matthew
Uh,
Vaughn. Really, I think this is actually Matthew Vaughn at the top of his game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I still haven't
so
seen
much
Argyle.
so much energy.
Argyle's not that good.
No,
Yeah, I've heard.
no.
Uh,
I just wish Matthew Vaughn just needs to take a break from spy movies for a
Yeah.
while. Like I'm getting tired
Yeah,
of it.
I missed out on Argyle. I wanted to watch it, but I missed out.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
I'm
interested
getting,
in
I'm
checking it
getting
out.
tired. I'm getting. I think a lot of people are.
But
getting
those are
sick
the
of
movies I
it.
definitely need to watch too. Is the Kingsman movies. I need to watch those too.
Kingsman.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
The first one is great. It introduced everyone to Taron Egerton,
Yes,
who I love.
which he is an amazing actor.
Yeah,
I love the amount
Absolutely.
of potential that he has.
You're gonna love
he's
the-
he
wonderful.
should have. He did get nominated for Rocket Man, didn't he?
I think.
I think he
Yeah.
did.
You're gonna love this, Dyllan.
Hmm.
It premiered February 13th in the United States, January 29th in the United Kingdom, and at the film festival Button-a-thon, December 13th,
That's
2014.
so weird.
Okay.
So technically, yes, it did count as the 2014 movie.
Close enough.
Yes, close
I'm
enough.
not changing my number one.
And it wasn't
Exactly.
America too. It was in Texas, where the festival was. So
Yeah, no. It,
Really?
All right.
Button-a-thon.
I know. I never even heard of it. When I just looked
what
it
the
up.
hell is that?
It's from Ain't It Cool News. It's their film festival.
Interesting.
Colin Firth was also a
Oh, yeah.
surprise in my opinion. When it,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
like when it came to the action sequences,
hmm
the
church
first
scene.
bar scene.
And the
Oh.
church scene.
Yeah, the church scene is
No one will ever
goated.
forget about that church scene.
it
Might
really
have
is
never
like
seen the
the
movie.
And Freebird, yeah,
yeah,
probably
I was gonna say the
the best scene to ever use Freebird in anything. And that song's been used in God knows how many movies. But yeah,
It definitely thrived really well when Freebird was an active meme.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, you could literally put that song in any scene in any movie, and it'll make it.
yeah, no,
better.
it'll work.
Mhm.
I've seen it on the Death Star run.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love the edits.
hmm
Kingsman, as a franchise, is one of my favorite things that we've gotten in the last 10 years. Or
I just
quote-unquote 10
wish
years.
the others were as good as this one, though.
Yeah,
and they're not.
The Kingsman the Kingsman is better than Golden Circle. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Which I still don't have a low opinion of Golden Circle. It's just
It's
not
just
up to the
nowhere
same kind
near
of
as-
level
it's,
as
it's
the
not
first
as
one or Kingsman.
focused. It's not. It makes a lot of just weird decisions, like story wise.
Yeah, like just from the go,
yeah.
it's weird. Like it throws
Yeah.
you in at a weird point.
it's very jarring.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't.
the
I don't
first
think it's
one-
awful like a lot of people think it is.
No,
like a lot of
no.
people hate Golden Circle. I think it's okay, but I was expecting a lot more from it coming up. How good the first one was.
So, have you seen the sequel to Pacific Rim?
Yeah,
Okay.
sadly.
How does Golden Circle compare to that? Because I see
I
a lot
mean,
of the same reactions.
I'll say Golden Circle is better than Uprising.
Okay.
Uprising is dog shit.
Yeah, I
Oh
haven't
my
seen
god,
Uprising.
it sucks so bad.
That bad, huh?
It sucks.
I'll probably watch
Who
it soon.
I don't know a
I-
single
I
person.
still
I don't
want
know
to.
a single person who likes that movie, Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person who does.
That's the movie Pacific Rim. I need to
That movie
rewatch
sucks.
more than
The-
once.
The first
because
one's awesome.
Yeah, the first
and
one's
the
amazing.
second one's a
Yeah.
piece of shit.
I recently got Uprising on 4K. I just haven't watched it. I haven't checked it out yet.
It's not
Yeah,
even worth it.
I want to.
It was $2.70. So
Worth it.
Well, there you go.
Worth it. No, I need another Kingsman movie at some point, but I do agree. Vaughn needs to take a break.
Yes, from
Like, he needs to
from
reset
spy
a little
movies,
bit.
and I get because I think his first movie was a smaller spy movie. I think it was Layer Cake.
I've not seen that.
That's kind of a spy movie, but it's not the kind of spy movie that Kingsman and Argyle are.
Was
I
it
just-
Daniel Craig in Layer Cake?
Yes, he
Okay.
is, and Tom
Yes.
Hardy. It has
Oh.
a surprisingly stacked cast of young talent. Yeah, Matthew Vaughn. I do really like Matthew Vaughn. He's a good producer. He's produced a lot of movies I like, but in terms of directing, do another kind of movie. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
Like, take a
I mean, it's-
break.
and especially after Argyle was such a big bomb.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's, and the fact that they tried to connect it to Kingsman is like, dude, just stop.
It was connected to Kingsman. I
At
didn't
the-
know
at
that.
post- post-credit
Something about that.
scene. It's like, no, stop it.
Now I kind of
Stop.
now I actually want to watch it and hope that actually happens.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch Argyle
No,
more now.
it's not gonna happen. The movie sucked and it didn't make money.
Well,
so,
Blade Runner didn't make money either, and
and it's
actually
not
got a
getting
sequel.
a sequel. Well,
That got a sequel.
Huh?
well, it took like 40 years.
Almost
so-
40 years, but I digress.
And I and there was demand from like fans and stuff to make a Blade Runner sequel.
Yeah, I've not.
Who's
heard
demanding an Argyle sequel?
I've not
No
heard
one.
anybody.
Just wait until I watch it. I might start asking for it.
Of course you
I
will.
I'll be
doubt-
the only
I
person
doubt
asking
it.
for it, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I think I might be the next one too.
Argyle, Blade Runner is a cult hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Argyle, I guarantee will not be.
But
I actually really enjoyed it when I first watched it. The longer it's out with me, the farther
Yeah.
it takes down my list.
Yeah.
that kind of just sounds
Just-
like a.
It's just a mess. It's just a mess.
That kind of sounds like a Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, or whatever the name of
The Beast Wars
that-
one. Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, the
I
most
like
recent
that
one.
one.
Yeah,
Well,
I
just-
liked it
just
much.
the-
I liked it much more than the Michael Bay ones.
Well, I at least
Yeah.
mean in
I'll agree.
terms of like the Argyle post-credit scene, because there was that scene at the very end of the latest Transformers one,
right, the GI Joe.
Where
thing.
where it was like, well, if you ever want to get serious, just let us know, and then it just opens up the entire wall.
I mean,
It's
but
like,
that
what the
at
fuck
least
is going
that,
on
I forgot
here?
about
that
that.
at least made enough sense to me. At least, I mean, I don't know if Transformers and GI Joe have ever crossed paths, other than the fact that they're Hasbro.
Yeah,
The movie's
it's one of those
supposed to come
things
out
that
next year
kind of
still,
makes
isn't it?
sense to a point. It just, huh?
Is the movie still supposed to come out next year?
Yeah, there is supposed to be a crossover movie. I'm pretty sure it has Chris Hemsworth as Optimus
Dude,
Prime.
he was
again.
just Optimus Prime in Transformers One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he did a great job in Transformers One. That was
Why would that make sense for? Okay.
well. Why wouldn't Peter Cullen come back? Is the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Why? Yeah, wouldn't that be Peter Cullen if it's like a continuation of what they've been doing?
Well, I think that they. It's my theory. I think that I've seen some stuff about it. I don't know if there's any confirmed things out there, but
I haven't heard anything
Chris
about
Hemsworth
it.
did a good enough job where I think that they're considering having him take over from Peter Cullen.
Since Peter Cullen's
I
getting
don't.
older.
Yeah,
I don't
since Peter
really.
Cullen's
I
getting
don't really
older.
think that's smart.
Yeah,
be
I
honest.
think that as long as Peter Cullen can do it, I think that it'd be great to have him do it. But
Mhm.
I don't know the entire situation of what's going on.
Right.
I just that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's been fully confirmed or not. I don't know, but no, that's just the kind of vibe that the Argyle Kingsman crossover gives me. Is where it's like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I don't know if I want
It doesn't.
it.
doesn't
Peter
make
Cullen
any
is
sense.
83 years old.
Huh?
Peter
True.
Cullen's 83.
Yeah,
Very true.
it would be about time for him to let somebody take over if
Mhm.
he wasn't up to it.
yeah. But anyway,
But-
Kingsman, I definitely need to watch it. I definitely
It's
need to.
God, I'm
great.
so-
At least the first one,
Can't
it
believe you
knocks it
haven't
out of the
seen
park.
that.
And I fully
Like I
recommend-
said, I
recommend
missed
watching
out on a few
Kingsman
movies
too.
that need to come out. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
that I need to watch. So
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
great. But go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. Let me get this right off the bat. I didn't put John Wick on the list only because
That's
of the dog dead scene. No,
Yeah.
I that's like
But that's the kickoff for the whole franchise.
Yeah.
So.
Although I still love it, but that's the one that just killed it for me. No pun intended.
Okay.
Don't kill it. The dog deserves to live.
Exactly.
God.
Okay.
Patrick
So-
Bateman over there.
Just want to give you guys a heads up on this one. But the rest, however, there are lots of excellent movies on this list as well. But let's be honest, there's a lot of recommendations for movies you guys should absolutely check out, especially the list that we just put in. So there you go. All right.
Oh, I thought you were tooting your own horn saying your list is better than all of ours.
He was.
I
earlier.
never say that. I would never say that.
He was earlier.
I would never do that. All right, but anyway, all right, on to the top 10. So number 10, a little surprised none of you guys mentioned this one. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Which the remake comes out this summer. Please let it be good. Please
I'm
let it be
hearing
good.
it's good. Like I'm hearing
This
like
is super
reactions
unfulfilled
from
for me.
people who saw it at CinemaCon.
I
they're
know,
saying it's
I know.
good.
I heard surprising that people absolutely love the remake.
It doesn't
which
mean
that's a
that's-
good sign.
But it doesn't mean the movie's automatically gonna be good. We'll
Right.
still have to
Lion
see.
King's a 1-for-1 remake, pretty much.
yeah.
But
They already
at least
announced
this
a sequel.
has at least this has actual people in it.
Yeah.
They already announced a sequel for the live-action remake already. I was just thinking, wow, they already announced it. The movie hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a live
Yeah,
action
I
remake of the
don't
second
usually
one.
like.
Yeah.
I don't usually like that.
But let's hope it proves me wrong that it actually is pretty awesome. But we'll see. But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2. I love the first one. For me, this beats the processor pretty much with the
The
storytelling.
predecessor.
And the animation, my gosh, the
animation.
animation is incredible.
Yeah.
The flying sequences is amazing. The characters are very, very lovable. What are you doing that for? You didn't like the movie at all?
I haven't seen that.
Oh.
Oh my
Then you
gosh!
can't say shit.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I know. I'm just seeing what John would say.
Don't do the Paul thing with Wicked.
Ex-
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, exactly. Which he
At
had.
least I admitted it right away.
Yeah.
True.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Man, you're missing out on good movies. Yeesh.
Hey, so
don't
are
shake
you.
your head. But anyway, How to Train Your Dragon 2 it comes in at number 10. Number 9, Edge of Tomorrow, which it should be called Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, Live, Die, Repeat's
That's
the
a
far better
stupid
title.
It should be called Live, Die, Repeat. Come
It
on.
would have made
Interesting.
that would have made it more appealing.
Absolutely.
Um,
But Edge of Tomorrow, it's pretty much said before. Fantastic movie, great comedy, surprisingly really funny.
mhm.
Everybody knows I love Tom Cruise.
On your feet, maggot.
Yes,
Maggot.
maggot. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt has great
Oh
chemistry.
yeah,
Fantastic.
that was the movie that made me realize how much I love Emily Blunt, and I need to see her more things.
I'm with you there. Yeah, they are great together. Can we get a sequel real quick, please? When's
they've
the
been
sequel coming out?
trying to. I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen though.
Well, I really hope it does.
She's great in A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
She is. Yeah.
Yeah,
which is great in everything, really.
yeah.
With the stair scene.
But Edge of Tomorrow, yeah.
I recently just got both Quiet Place 1 and 2 on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Still in the wrapper
Damn.
for $2.70. Not bad.
From Goodwill.
Yep.
What is up with people just donating repped movies? I mean, it's great, but it's crazy though.
Yeah, they're now on Vudu.
Nice.
Awesome. Which I still need to watch those very soon. Edge of Tomorrow, absolutely fantastic. Number 8, the Lego Movie, which I was really excited to see this movie anyway, but no one expected this movie to be monsters of a hit when the film actually came
No one
out.
expected it to be actually as good as it was.
Yeah,
No one
that's
expected it
true.
to be a good movie.
But it's by Lord Miller, who previously had done 21 Jump Street
And 22 Jump Street, yep.
and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
Which I also enjoyed.
Mhm.
And then went on to do Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Um,
Lord Miller, just let them cook. Like
Yes, please.
they could have. I'm not saying Solo was a bad movie, but man, they could have made a far better movie if they just let them on.
Probably so. So many quotable lines from the Lego Movie that's absolutely hilarious. Honey, where are my pants?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was laughing so hard at the movie theater when I first watched it. It was one of the funniest movies I
Spaceship!
watched. Yes. It's so good. I need to rewatch it more times.
The blade of exact zero.
And of course, we got Will Arnett as the Batman.
Oh yeah,
Which
Yeah.
he's awesome.
and we got a really good spin-off movie off of it too.
Yeah.
It's not bad, Matthew. You're wrong.
You know, wait,
The
do you
Lego
not,
Batman
do you
movie
not
is
like
amazing.
the Lego Batman movie?
No, I despise it.
It's
Yeah,
so
no.
good.
Just
Lego
It's great.
Dude,
Lego Batman
I don't
movie.
need. I don't need to hear any more of
is
your bad
almost as-
movie tags. I don't need
It's
to hear it
just
anymore.
as good in my opinion.
It's
Lego
more than
Batman
good.
is-
It should have been nominated
Lego
for Best Animated
Batman's
Feature
awesome.
over The Boss Baby at Oscars. Come on.
I'm not debating that.
We're not going to argue
Don't
about this
diss
one.
Lego
You
Batman.
watched the debate. Anyway, the Lego Movie. It's absolutely great. Okay,
I'll take the Lego Batman games over the movie any day.
I heard
Yeah,
the game. I heard
okay.
the. I heard the
Agreed.
game's
Okay.
good. I heard the game's good.
I have all 3 of them.
Oh,
I
nice.
prefer villains over the second and third one. But
I have not played Supervillains yet.
Supervillains is actually really good in my opinion.
I got the deluxe edition. It was $9 on sale.
It's
On the Xbox
it's
store.
great, super worth it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Okay. All right. Number 7. Now, I was debating if I want to put this on the list or not because it came out in USA 2015, but outside of 2015, it technically came out in 2014. So I figured, what the heck? Paddington.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Paddington. Little
These are
quick
some of the-
story.
These are some of the most heartwarming family movies.
Have you seen
of the
Paddington in
decades.
Peru yet?
I still have not seen it. I've seen the first 2 though.
It's great. I love it. It's
Love
absolutely
both of
fantastic.
these movies.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, little quick story. I I actually was hoping to see The Penguin of Madagascar in theaters, but when I found out it was not in theaters anymore, I was like, okay, I guess I'll go see a movie that has a talking bear. And I was the one who was like,
You made the right choice.
yeah, which I did like The Penguin of Madagascar, but this one's definitely better.
But no one remembers it. No one.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
understand that. But yeah, I went to see it for myself, and I was just thinking to myself, I don't know who the heck Paddington is. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. It's another talking animal movie. All right, sure. And this one really surprised me. Like, I remember feeling feeling surprised. I was like, wow, this movie is amazing. And then the two sequels.
You wouldn't expect a movie like this to be as good as it is, and somehow it just.
I know. Yeah, it's great.
There's so many movies like this that are terrible.
Country Bears.
Yeah, or
I heard it's pretty
any
bad.
movie like this that's adapting like a popular children's whatever and bringing it into like a live action. I mean, God knows, like
Cat in the Hat.
Smurfs, all that shit.
Cat in Hat. Yep, Cat in Hat's bad
And
too. Yeah.
they're making another Smurfs movie. That's gonna be the exact same thing. It's gonna be in live action. What the fuck?
Yeah, the animation, it looked questionable at best.
We're getting Tom and Jerry and
Yeah, the Tom and
Flintstones.
Jerry movie. Fuck that. Fuck
Oh, the
that
new
too. I'm talking about the 2021 one.
I actually really enjoyed
Fuck
that.
that movie.
I enjoyed that one
Fuck
too.
it.
Yeah, we're getting a new Tom and Jerry and Flintstones movie.
Oh yeah, the animated ones. Yeah, but by Warner Brothers of all things. Which should we really trust Warner Brothers? I don't
To be
know.
fair, it is their property.
Warner Brothers
Yeah.
put out like a
Barbera.
movie. So
Yeah, if they ever do. But anyway, getting back to
Probably
Paddington.
right off, taxman.
Characters are lovable. Visuals just great. Very charming. It's absolutely fantastic. Number 6. Throwing a little curveball at number 6 on this one, and I did not expect this one to put this high on the list, but you know what? I will defend it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
really,
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, yes, Sony did screw the pooch by trying to make more of the spin-off movies that was never going to happen. The Sinister
And
Six movie,
making
the
this-
Aunt May movie. Yes,
and
I
making
get it.
this
Sony absolutely did not do good with that one.
yeah.
But the more I watched this movie after watching No Way Home, my love for this movie grew even more the more times I watched it, because I started to really respect the Gwen Stacy death scene, which I used to hate.
hmm
Yeah.
But after paying tribute to it in No Way Home, which was a beautiful scene, by the way,
Yes.
it made me appreciate the scene a lot more. So it made me more sad than angry. So thank you for that.
I will say it's also some of the best cinematography of
Absolutely.
superhero
Yeah.
It
movies.
is a
Yeah.
beautiful looking movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like
the
all the slow-mo scenes with him using the spider sense and
Yeah.
the swinging scenes are just
it's absolutely
Hans
fantastic.
Zimmer.
But
score.
the problem is this feels more like a product movie that's setting up other things and not spending enough time on the things that are really important.
Mm.
Like introducing too many villains and setting them up the thing with Peter's dad,
The deleted scene
stupid
was a crime.
stupid
Yeah.
you know, the highlight of both of these movies, the Amazing Spider-Man ones, are the scenes between Peter and Gwen. And
Yes.
that's what holds the movie together enough for me. But I still can't say it's a good movie because a lot of it does fall apart by the end.
I still think Andrew's the best Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Garfield, I mean, he's great. And also, I love the costume as well.
The costume is great.
love the costume.
And this is also the part where I will defend. I will defend the cast of Harry Osborn. I thought he was great.
Honestly, Dane DeHaan is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The design of him is questionable.
Okay, that's fine.
Had
That's
very
fine.
Spider-Man
Not a
3
not a
Peter.
fan of
Yeah.
not a fan of the
Yeah,
design of
I
the
love
Green
Jamie
Goblin
Foxx as
in this.
Electro. I thought he was amazing in this movie.
Jamie Foxx in
Abs-
this movie?
Absolutely. I mean,
Oh my
it's
God.
even
He's
cooler.
He's the
he
worst
was,
part. Well,
he was cooler in No Way Home.
yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Maybe love
he's
the
not the
villain
worst
more.
part. Fucking Paul Giamatti is one of my favorite actors, and he was like, "What are you doing in this, man?"
I will defend that one too. I will defend him as Rhino on that one as well. It's
I mean,
not-
he's not in the movie a ton, but like it is really ridiculous.
I love that Rhino. I thought he was hilarious when he started to like, get out of the way. I love it. It's hilarious. I'm sorry.
It doesn't feel in tone with the rest of the movie, though.
That's
like, most
fine.
Of the movies
That's fine. Well,
trying to be fairly serious.
you'll be
and
surprised
you
to
have this
learn
in
that there actually has been a lot more love of Amazing Spider-Man 2 over the years.
I know, but like it's still there's still a lot of criticism for the story telling in it.
People are
A
still
lot
pushing
a
for
lot of
3.
people love the visuals of the movie, and for good reason, but the movies need more than good visuals to be all the way good. Like, you need
Yeah.
good writing and story, and this movie suffers
Well,
greatly from
I
that.
personally love the writing in that one too. So I mean,
hear people are still pushing for 3 really hard now after No Way Home.
Yeah.
please,
I still
please
want it.
make
It's
it
not gonna
happen.
happen. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, I doubt
If
it.
Sony can get their act together.
If Sony were smart, yeah.
Which they're not.
There
Nope.
apparently there was. I take this with a grain of salt because I don't know for sure. I did not find personally the article, but apparently when they first cast Tom Holland,
Hmm.
the plan was trilogy by trilogy. They planned 9 total films initially. If each trilogy did successful, they'd go on to the next one.
Yeah.
So the first one was him in high school. Second one was him in college. Third was him getting married and stuff.
Hey.
But apparently there's going to be 9 Tom Holland Spider-Man films.
Honestly, I'd be all right with it.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool to see him pass off the baton at some point.
Well, that's what it's
to
going to be. Miles would be in the 3rd trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I was gonna say.
And by then he'll
I
probably
thought
be
that was gonna happen in the second one. But
Yeah. But by then he'll probably be like 35, 40.
Yeah.
By the time
alright.
yeah.
Maybe could be
'Cause-
60 with how they're going.
Because with the 3rd trilogy, it was also going to be not only him getting married, but him training Miles the way Tony trained him.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
all right.
But sorry, John.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I love The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I started to love it even more. I mean, I already loved it the first time I watched it, but the more time I watch it, I start to grow and love and appreciate it. So there you go. Yeah, new Spider-Man movie coming up next year. Where's it gonna be ranked? You'll find out next year. It's gonna be fun. Okay, number 5. Sorry, Matthew. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Yeah, I know. People are probably thinking it's not in the top 2. No, number 5. Darn it.
It didn't even make my top 10, but I still love it.
Yeah. Look, I love Captain America, The Winter Soldier, but you know what, Captain America I like more, unfortunately. Well, not really, unfortunately. And I know it's your favorite MCU movie, and I know a lot of people love it. It's not high on my list in terms of what I think it's the best MCU movie. So
Damn.
I'm just going to leave it at that. I love it. It is an amazing movie, but I'm not that high on it. So
No, agreed. I'm right there with you.
well, there you go. It is a great sequel, though.
Yeah.
Black Widow, I did love her in Iron Man 2. She's definitely better in The Winter Soldier in that one. It's just awesome in that movie. So, yeah, I know he's getting disgusted over there. Yeah, I know. All right, number 4, X-Men: Days of Future Past, which thank goodness that was
Yeah.
not the only one that had it on the list. Thank goodness. X-Men: Days of Future Past. Yeah, this was just fabulous. An excellent X-Men comic book movie. Great to see the prequel and the original cast come together. Just an awesome crossover.
Together.
Yep.
Jennifer Lawrence is actually my favorite Mystique. She's
Really?
amazing in this movie. Absolutely. I love her in that movie.
She's so bad in the next 2 of these.
Actually, I love her in
She's
Apocalypse.
awful.
I love her in Apocalypse. Dark
Oh,
Phoenix.
God.
What in the world did they do with her in Dark Phoenix?
She did not even. The makeup department didn't even care with Dark
Yeah,
Phoenix.
they gave up. Everybody was
Dark
Yeah.
Phoenix
over.
was so good.
Okay.
Shut up.
Actually, honestly, like no crap, I actually really enjoy New Mutants.
New Mutants is.
I mean, it's better than Dark Phoenix,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah,
I refuse to watch it. I refuse to watch the New
It's not
Mutants.
good.
Coward.
It's not
still
good.
regret
I'm
seeing
not
it
a
for my
coward. I
birthday
heard it's
that
not
year
good.
Over Empire, but
Huh?
I still regret seeing it for my birthday that year over Empire, but
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because it was like the 40th anniversary. Or
I,
whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw both.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I actually didn't know that, actually.
Yeah,
it
Empire
was
got
in theaters,
re-released.
Yeah. But X-Men: Days of Future Past, the Quicksilver scene. Oh, it's
Oh,
so good. One of
Yeah.
the
Awesome.
greatest directings of Quicksilver scenes I ever
Mhm.
watched. It is so good. But that and Apocalypse, the Quicksilver scenes are phenomenal.
Yeah, that's like one of the few bright spots of Apocalypse for me. That
That's totally
Quicksilver
fine.
scene.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
But
feel like Super Speed was all. Unfortunately, the Super Speed was handled best in the Eternals. I think.
I don't really agree with that. To be
I
honest.
don't remember that one. I don't remember that part at all.
No,
of
I
Turtles.
disagree. I just because of the momentum, that like every other like example of super speed has been. I think No, I think that this is the best example, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But X-Men Days of Future Past
Eternals is good.
is incredible. It's absolutely fantastic. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. We talked about it before. How much is an awesome movie.
It's number 3 in all of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Except for Dyllan, but it was pretty high
Close
on his
enough.
list. Yeah. But Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a movie that no one saw coming. It is amazing. It's incredible. It's really funny. Star-Lord, who? So great. In fact, what I was just
Simon Hansu needs more recognition.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
how many Marvel and DC things has he been in?
At least 7.
He's in a lot.
He's in so many things, and he's never the leading man.
No.
Yeah, probably not since that Spielberg movie where he. God damn it! What was that one called? I can't remember. Fuck.
Yeah,
He had a really big role in Blood Diamond,
Yeah,
Hmm.
true.
but he wasn't still the lead.
No, that was
Leonardo.
the white guy.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. This pretty much put Chris Pratt on the map with the Lego Movie. And popular star ever since. But it's such an incredible movie.
Mhm.
The entire movies as a whole are awesome. I loved the second and the third one. It's also really, really
Second
good.
one's, I like the second one a lot. It's not nearly the same level. Love the third one,
I did not
but
see the second
this is my favorite. Wait, second one, what?
Lego movie.
Oh, I was talking about Guardians.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
You
fine.
said Lego movie.
Oh no, you're fine. But Guardians of the Galaxy, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Number.
I'd rank them 1, 3, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 2, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I talk about how much I love that movie
No
over.
monkey business.
Human work.
Shush, Matthew. I already talked about how much I love that movie when we talked about the top 10 sci-fi movies of 2010s, which unfortunately you weren't there for that.
Mhm.
It was just the rest of us that got to talk about it. But I love the prequel trilogy. It's phenomenal.
Michael Giacchino's musical score in this movie.
Oh, gosh,
is
yes.
haunting and beautiful.
Absolutely.
The opening credit.
Andy
sequence,
Serkis is amazing.
Andy
Yes.
Caesar in general, just
I still remember when we did the top movies of 2014. As soon as I said Interstellar, you started talking, and Dylan's like, "Shut up! It's Matthew's movie. You shut up."
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I said Interstellar, and you immediately start talking, describing the movie. It's like Dylan's just like, "Shut up."
Again, I don't remember that one at all. All right, but anyways, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's incredible. It's amazing.
Yep.
I absolutely love it. But Big Hero 6 is actually my number 1 favorite movie
Really?
of 2014.
Huh.
That
well, I'm not really surprised.
I'm
since
not
you're the-
either.
You're the animated
It
guy.
was-
yeah, well, it's not just because
He
I'm the
does.
animation expert. It's because I can relate to many of the characters. I can relate
Yeah.
to Hero, and I can also relate to Tadashi, which I love. My big brother Bruce, I love him. He ain't dead, but
You see him die in a fire.
thankfully, no.
Did he
Which, by the way, my brother's birthday is actually May 2nd, so his birthday's coming very soon. But yeah, I can so relate to Hero. I can relate to Baymax because he's very huggable and he also is very loving and caring. The side characters are hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
those guys. They're very funny. If the Lego Movie if it did win Best Animated Feature, I would have been fine with it.
I
But
can't remember what.
but
did-
because it
what
did-
what did win that
Big
year?
Hero 6, it won for Best Animated Feature.
Wait, did it really?
It did, yeah.
Huh.
Which I would have been fine with it, but if the Lego Movie was nominated for Best
The fact
Animated
that
Feature,
Lego Movie didn't get nominated is a crime.
it
I'm
is
sorry.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I love Big Hero 6. The animation is incredible. I love the storyline. There's a great Stanley cameo, really
Yeah.
funny.
Yep.
Stick around for the credits for that. It's really good.
If an anime character gets stuck in wires, will it be suspended animation?
That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for the episode. But tell us, guys, in the comments below, what's your favorite movie of 2014? Tell us in the comments below which one did you like most, and are you getting tired of Matthew's puns? I want to know that too in the comments.
Join us next week for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yes, our Thunderbolts review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's kicking off the summer season's getting kicked off.
Yes,
Finally.
looking forward to that one.
I still think Thunderbolts is going to be my favorite MCU movie of the year.
We're gonna find out.
You're really betting against Fantastic Four.
Yes, you
Like,
are. It's gonna be amazing, dude. Come on.
I really think
it's probably gonna be
gonna
better than that 2015 crap.
And I think
it's going to be fantastic.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be way better than the 2005 one.
They have not shown me the 94 version, which I think we're going to
Well,
do a live reaction to
Yeah,
that
we're live
one.
reacting to it before.
Oh,
Okay.
God. It's going to be very interesting. And that means we're going to be
Fight your bubble.
ranking the 5 Fantastic Four movies instead of 4. It should have never
Yep.
been 5, but I digress. But anyway, we got lots of tons of fun reaction to do. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on
Threads, Instagram.
Threads and Instagram, and all that fun stuff.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much all I have to say from there.
Yep. We hope you guys have a good night and hope to see you back next week.
See you
Okay.
next week.
God bless
Magnus
everybody.
Day, Marv.
Ha! Good one.
And just remember, we are
Groot.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. Good night.